Hi everyone and welcome. This is Marcie Besker. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. And it is Tuesday, my normal live time. It looks like I do have the volume on. Yay! Oops, yep, and even on my phone. How is everybody today? I hope you had a fabulous weekend and everybody is ready for some crafty fun. Of course, I have a few quick announcements. I just started jotting them down because I have had one heck of a day. All of my paper shares are gone. I do have two paper shares available. So the first two people that respond to me via email, please, marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com. I will go by those emails in order, and if you can pay me before tomorrow at this time so I can get them shipped, then I will just keep going down the list if there are other people interested. So I'm just going to show you. I can't show you everything in here because there's a couple little surprises. But here is the paper share. You get in color, expressions in ink, bloom where you're planted, in the wild. You're going to get a quarter of each package. Simply Elegant, Tidings of Christmas, Sweet Symmetry, Beauty of the Earth, Pansy Petals, Hand Penned, You're a Peach, hi Felicia, Shimmer Vellum, Linen Adhesive, Gold and Rose Metallic, and Ombre Specialty, and then I put a couple little things in for you also. So I do have two of these still available for $55, and they will go out flat rate. Just remember that if you are interested, you need to email me at Marcie@marciebesker, not at Marcie. Email me, marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com, and I will go down the list from there. Hi, Terry, Kathy, and Carla. How are you? So that was one of the things I wanted to say. I did post that on my Facebook right before I started here, so it will be cross-posted there. And I have a class this week, but a lot of them have already been in the share. So I just want to let you know I have two left. Okay, so my thank yous for April, so far behind because I was in Washington, and then I started thinking as I'm filling them out, maybe I did send some of them out before vacation and I was just going to do the rest of them after, so if you get two, yay. Okay, so Jean, welcome. Minnesota. Is it cold there right now, Jean, or is it nice? I'm terrible about geography and anything that's kind of past not very far from me because I don't know. Let's see. Paper share. Thank yous. So those thank you notes are going out. I'm working on my thank you notes for this month. It's been a crazy couple weeks. Ooh, 56. Ooh, that's cold for me. That's my nighttime weather. Not now, though. Hi, Darlene. But 56 is better than 106. Luckily, we're only, I think, in the 80s right now. Hi, Deborah. All right, so paper share. Thank yous. You guys, have you seen the new paper pumpkin that's coming? I am super excited about this. So it's called Make a Splash. It's expressions in color, and it's going to kind of play along with the expressions in ink suite. And what I'm loving about this is they are starting to do a few of our paper pumpkins that kind of coordinate with suites we already have. So you can really expand on these because now you have a stamp set that may say something about ink or, you know, colorful or expressions or whatever. Something that kind of goes along with it, or splashes, or I don't know. Now there looks like there's some ink or like little leaves on there. That picture doesn't show quite as well, but there are some other ones that are around that look nice. So I'm kind of excited about that. Hi, Marcie. Watch you for a little while until I leave for. Ooh, bingo. Linda, have so much fun. My friend and I, we go 2 or 3 times a year. Her birthday is in March. My birthday is in October. And then we go usually around July. And we like to go play bingo and play our penny slots. Just for fun. That's our getaway. That's just what we do for our birthdays. And we've missed it. We did do slots not too long ago. But you have your, the plexiglass on you and you're talking to each other. And she's like, what? And I'm like, huh? Because we have masks on. It's not as fun. We're waiting. We're waiting for some fresh air to go. Fresh air. There's smoke in those places. But anyway, be able to breathe through our mask anyway. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. So the paper pumpkin looks like a lot of fun. And I'm going to start doing alternative videos on those. So I'm excited about that. Check. What else? Karen, I don't see you on here yet, but if you are, I received the gift that you sent to me, and they were some special scissors, and they are absolutely beautiful. Thank you so, so much. I'll show you guys. She sent me this beautiful pair of Guggenheim scissors. Aren't they beautiful? And they are nicely oiled. They are really nice. So thank you. That was so, so unexpected and so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I love them. That is so special. 80s wonderful. Yeah, I love our weather here, but I've been so busy in my craft room and with the paper share and going to see my grandkids, I haven't enjoyed my outside yet. So I told my husband, I think tomorrow's a day off. I have a class on Thursday, so it's going to be busy. And tomorrow, I think I'm just going to relax. At least in the morning, maybe read a book a little bit out in the sunshine. Okay. Thank yous. I did receive... no. I meant to say, I do have thank you cards going out too for those who have sent me beautiful cards. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know, Jackie. It was so unexpected. I was so sweet. All right, so let's get busy. Oh, I'm excited about this card. So I saw this hats off stamp set. And my first thought was my son was in baseball, but he is a grown adult now, and he doesn't really wear ball caps unless they're, MLB or NFL or whatever. And I'm thinking, I don't know about this. We'll see. Then I had a different thought, and I thought, okay, I have to get this because I really wanted to give it a try, and I have something in mind. So I'm going to recreate this card, but this card is a special card for my downline. So you can change up the sentiment for whatever you want, as always, but I just wanted to show you this card because I have a very special downline that she just joined November of last year, and she's already a silver, which made me a silver elite. So I'm super excited for her. And I also wanted to share a story about you never know where your crafting people are going to come from. I have known this girl since our freshman year in high school. And she messaged me. I mean, we've been friends for years, but the last few, 10 years, we've both been busy with life and whatever. And she messaged me and she said, are you still selling Stampin' Up? I wanted to order something and I saw your name online and I thought I would come through you and get it through you. And I had just so happened to be having a party. And so I said, I'm having a party. Why don't you come? And it was that week. And so she said, oh, I think I will. So she came, and now she is my #1 demonstrator that has been just kicking butt. So this is what I created for her. Let me show you up close so you can kind of really see. I wanted to create something fun, and my first thought when I saw this card was a girl hat. My daughter also wears caps sometimes with her hair in a ponytail. My downline also wears a cap. Now she's going to see this, but she's going to be seeing this on a replay because she is working. But I told her, I said, you're gonna love the car tomorrow. So anyway, this I just thought was so cute instead of a guy hat. So let's think out of the box, and I'm going to tell you where I got everything and where it came from. So I know the sentiments are for demonstrators, so you guys, if you're customers, you won't have this, but you really don't need what a dazzling demonstrator, right? But you could put something else on there super cute. And then on the inside, I said, handmade by your biggest cheerleader. So thanks, you guys. Thanks for sharing, Laura. I appreciate that. So, but I think for your granddaughters, for your daughters, for anybody that might wear a cap, this is super cute. So I started off with the hats off, and we stamped the hat. So let's just do that. The paper is from the pattern paper, pattern party design. This is the host paper pack. So don't forget, if you have host rewards and you have Stampin' rewards, go get your host paper. And so remember, it's mostly black and white on one side. I must have been digging through that part. And then on the other side, it's colorful. And this is where I got that from. And this is what's on the other side. Okay, so, I mean, I know when you look at this, you're like, ooh, that's busy. But if you just look at them one by one, I mean, look how cool these colors are. And this paper. And then I used this paper also. And on the other side is that. But you could just go through and kind of get an idea. And then the other side is black and white. Who doesn't love black and white, right? All right. So let me put that back how I have it. And this is only half of that package. This is 48 sheets, and this is 24 cut up, and I have another box just like that with the others. Okay, so let's get this. I love how these are just on there, but see, there's a hole in the hat. So don't forget, and I'm not going to use the Stamparatus. I don't have a lot of stamping on here, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the hat just kind of loosely, just kind of drop it there, make sure it keeps its shape, and then take your block and put it on. That way you're keeping the shape. Can you still get the large contain? Oh, these, the wooden cases, these, no, you cannot. You can search. Sometimes there's people selling them, but I don't find them very often, but you can try. All right, so what we're going to do is I have two different, I'm trying to find them here. I have two different mats. This one is my lovely piercing one that is really chewed up from piercing. And then this one has a little piercing by accident, but this one I stamp on. And I haven't had a problem. Just I try not to pierce with this one. All right, I'm trying not to move all over, sorry. Okay. So we're going to just do our hat. All the supplies will be listed below, and then the measurements and supplies and everything will be on my blog later today. And if you're subscribed to my blog, you'll get an email tomorrow stating that I posted. And you know, this print is really neither here or there for up and down. Now I'm going to go up because I want to use the little piece at the bottom for the inside of my card. All right, so there we go. So there's our hat. Now the other thing I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and use the same sentiment. And I got the sentiment from Stamping Your Way to the Top. Now this is for demonstrators, so if you want that, it's what a dazzling demonstrator, and then handmade by your biggest cheerleader. So those are the two that I got. Because I would change it up, but I don't want to use anything. It won't fit in my little sentiment there that I want. So let's just use our Dazzling Demonstrator. And I'll show you what I'm going to do for this. So we're going to change it just a little bit. So let's get our paper. We're going to stamp this. You should have seen my desk like a half hour ago. It had just paper swap stuff everywhere. Paper share, paper swap, whatever. All right, I'm going to stamp a nice image there. Now I am not going to adhere this on here because I think I'm going to change this card up for somebody else. Obviously, I'm not going to send the same card to another demonstrator. So I'm just going to change it up. Now I'm going to do this on white. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can put this through and cut your sentiment out right there. You could also, because it's long enough on the side, I'm just going to cut it and save this piece for later. And then I'm just going to center this. And this one's really close on the edges. So just kind of hold it down, make sure you've got it where you want it, and that will work. And now we're going to pull in this beautiful, now this is included in my paper share. Look at this paper. Oh my gosh. I ordered more. It is so pretty. So this is the rose gold, and then this is the gold. Look how pretty that is. And it's brushed. I don't even know if you can really tell, but it's brushed. It's so pretty. So we're going to take this and just turn it around, and then I'm going to use, I don't want anything over here that's going to, you know, or too much down there, because I don't want it to waste it. I'm going to use every little strip of this if I can, because, and it's only $5 and you get four of each color in here. So that is really good. And it's so much prettier in person. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this video purpose is I'm going to just take a glue dot, and we're just going to go put this right on here. But I will change this down the road to something else. Maybe I'll send this to my granddaughter. I think she would love it. She wears stuff like this too. All right, let's take my paper, because it just keeps going all over the place. And let's see if we can keep it in one place. All right, so now we have this, we have that. Now, the next thing I did is I did this ahead of time, but you're going to bring in, I have this Such Sweet as a Peach. And then we have the peach dies. And what I did is I used the little tiny ones and then these here for my flowers. And then I did do the little green leaf right here. So the green leaf is right here. But what I did yesterday to save some time is I just did a bunch of them, but we are going to put those together. So we'll just set that aside really quick. And we're going to bring in our silica mat. And we're going to bring in my piercing one here that I have, because we're going to be using that also. The other thing that I wanted to do is I have a piece of the, let me see what I did. Yeah, the pool party. And I took the hat dies and I just wanted something a little bit big to add the flowers on the top of. So what I did is these two right here. I did the large one in the blue. And then I did, I'm going to take a strip out of here of the rose gold, because I want to show you how I did that. And there's a strip right here, a little piece right here that I did. because I wasn't sure if I wanted to add the blue on top or the, you know, which way. So I tried it both ways, but because I did the blue flowers, I wanted to do it the other way. So let's first die cut our items. Everything worked in the mini machine here. Hi Carol Ann, hi Arlene. Hi Carolyn. All right, so we're just gonna cut a strip off right here. We don't need that big. And I'm just gonna cut that off. I guess we'll throw this away. I know we could probably use it for something, but let's not get crazy, because when I do that and I get crazy, then I don't have room for anything else. And I can't do that. Okay, so the hat does fit on here. We are going to put our die right on here. And you're going to see the black lines just inside. And I like to just make sure that the little ball on the ball cap at the top is right on there. And I think I'm going to add a little piece of tape just to make sure it doesn't move around. Oh, Sandy, I'm glad. All right, so I'm just going to put this in the middle there just so it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut this first. I'm not going to add anything else in here just because the hat's a fairly large die. The sparkly paper is called Gold and Rose Gold Metallic Specialty Paper, and it's a 6x6. The number is 156844. All right, so we're going to take our hat. Now, while I have this die out, this little white piece of paper that I had, that I did the sentiment, I'm going to angle this, which means I have to cut the tips off because we're in our smaller die, smaller machine. And I'm just going to reinforce it a little bit behind my cardstock, because, or my DSP, because it's DSP and not cardstock. I just want to give it a little more substance. All right, so we're going to have this in here, and I have a secret about gluing those together, so just a bit I'll get with you and tell you that, because that was a learning curve for me. All right, I'm going to keep this because we're going to cut that. Let's take this. Okay, let's do this first. We're going to do, now here is my secret for you. When you do the blue as the background, so we're going to be doing this right here on the background, but you want to have your lines so you can kind of see where the pink gold, rose gold part on top goes. So I lay this down there and I use a little bit of my removable tape, get it kind of where you want it. Oops, that is not where I want it. I'm trying not to get my head in the way, so of course being able to see is, all right, so just kind of get it where you want it. And then I touch it and it moves. All right, that's close enough for me. So we'll go there. As long as your bores are fairly straight, it's really easy to just run this right through. And now I'm going to do the same thing. So see, this is one piece because the center part just gives you those little hash marks there. So you just have like the stitching. Okay, so you can see it a little bit on the back, how it is. But they're really grooved in right there. All right, so we're going to take this off. I'm going to leave the tape on, and I'm going to do the same thing on my rose gold. Now, you can, I don't know if you can tell in person on the video, but this paper has marks that go this way. So it's kind of like a brushed metallic, but it has a glimmer sparkle to it. and it's super flat, super, super flat. But I don't want it to go this way, and I don't want it angled. I want my marks to go straight. So make sure you think about that when you're putting your image down here. I just want it to kind of go across, because you can see that in person. Okay, I'm on this loose piece of paper that's just sliding all over. Thanks, Jan. Tashana, no problems. I'll show you the card we're creating in just a second. All right, so we're going to do that, and I think I cut everything else out, so let's hope and get us back in view here. All right, so here's the card we're creating. Okay, so we're done with our hat. We have our pool party, and now we're going to take this, and we have our rose gold. Okay, I'm going to put these back. I think I'm going to leave the tape on those because they were fine. All right, so now for this, what we're going to do is we are going to cut this. I'm just going to cut right along the little marks, and you're going to be able to see. You want to feel when you cut the little click, 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 click. You know, you want to cut right down the center of this. So you have those cute little hash marks to line up, and you can feel them. And there we go. You can feel it. There we go. This one was a little outside. I need to move it in. Okay. And now we are going to glue our image on here. So now let's go ahead and bring this in and start doing a little bit of our work. All right. So let's glue this. Oh, you know what? I did bring out a new glue, and I am just going to switch it over right now. Because last night when I was working in here, I said I'm going to need a new glue. I just know it. So here we go. All right, before I forget and toss this away, this is that strip we're going to use. So I just go right, there's no rhyme or reason on my measuring. Whatever I can save to put on the inside of this card is perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. And now I can toss that little scrap. It was funny because I did not buy that Wildcat set. And so I thought, oh, is anybody else having that problem, or is it Laura? Sorry, Laura. Hopefully it's not doing that. It's finally not on my side. I didn't get the cat set because I've got so much more to play with right now that I just didn't get that one. And I thought that this paper was from the cat set, but it's not. It is from the Pattern Play set. So I was really happy about that because I have plenty of that. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. We are going to be using tweezers. So I would really recommend some tweezers because we are going to be doing our little flowers. So again, I did the white. See where these lines are right here? All the lines that you're going to see. I'm going to move you in a little closer because we're going to be gluing some tiny stuff, and I want you to see. All right, where are my papers all crooked? Okay. What happened to my tape? It folded over, of course. All right, here we go again. Tape. Okay, so on these lines right here, the glue will go through. Okay, so it'll start squishing out the front. So what I'm going to do differently than I did yesterday is I'm going to put glue and go up to the hash marks. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of wanted to give it a little more stability than just on than just a piece of DSP, because I also wanted to raise it up. So I'm just going to go around. I'm going to do a little bit at the top, and a little over here, and a little down here. Okay, so you don't need like a whole bunch, but what I did is I kind of just swirled it all over, and then I had glue squishing through, so you don't want that. Then just lay your hat on top. I put my fingers on both sides of the little top and right here where it curves, and then I worried about the bill, and then I just kind of squished it together, and now just set it aside, and it'll dry up. So we're going to set that aside. Now, thank you, Carol. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys would share and like and subscribe and all that good stuff, I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to go to my blog, which is marciebeseckerdesigns. And we can, I do sometimes post things over there as a reminder, or definitely on my Facebook page, which is Marcie Besecker Designs on Facebook. And it will, I do post some things over there, some updates and different stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of my large blue ones. So I'm just going to, I think I did enough of everything last night. Oh, that one I even put together. It was left over on my first card. So we're going to put 8 out. Here's my leaf. We need a leaf. Okay, we need 8 of the blue. So this is, again, from Peach, the Peach set. These are the little flowers in that set. And then I did the little tiny flowers from the same set. And what's nice is it has 3 of them. So these little tiny ones right here, there's 3 dies of 3. So you can cut 9 out at a time, which is really nice. Okay, so what did I say we need? Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8. 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll do more. Oh, 7. Okay, do I not have another one? Okay, we will find one. All right, and now you're going to need 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do something with these before we glue them. 4. I figured I would do a lot because these little rose gold are going to be so pretty with the peach set too, and I'm going to be working on that soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm missing a blue, so I'll find one. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the gold by themselves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that's all we need. So we're going to put these back. And we'll have to cut one more blue one, which is no big deal. I have the blue paper right here. All right, and I just had this little jar, so I'm just going to keep my little pieces in here. Oh yeah, that'd be cute. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside real quick. We'll get right back to that. Let's die cut out our flowers that I didn't have enough of. My poor husband last night, he's like, oh, can't you finish that tomorrow? And I said, no, I got to get my paper share out, which I did, yay. And I had to take my pictures and get all that so I can get my blog stuff done and my YouTube stuff and everything ready for the video. And he kind of gets it, but, you know, sometimes, poor guy. He says I'm in here too much, but I said, well, it's a good thing I love what I do. All right. But he is very, very supportive, which I'm very happy about. All right, so there's our flowers. There's our extra one that we need. There. This flower. And these are great little flowers when you have just that tiny bit of paper left that you want to use up. You can make these little teeny tiny flowers and be set. All right, there we go. Now we have our flowers. So now what I do is you want to take, now I use my piercing tool just because I love it. You guys know I use that way more than I do my pick a tool, but I do use that also. But I just love this. So I'm just going to push them down and just give them a little bit of a texture. So you could use the round ball on the pick a tool, and I even do the little ones. And that's why this piercing tool is loved. I poke it and squish it and all kinds. And then you could do your leaves if you want, just a little bit. You don't want to do too much. And so now you're going to bring in your silicone mat. And I thought I would show you this just from the start because, you know, I don't do this all the time, and this is kind of a good trick. So that's what I do there. I'm going to bring in all of my, you know, I don't like the things in the middle. I'm going to bring in all of my Pull Party. Oops. All right, and then I have our little ones right here. Oh, good, Carol. Oh, sorry about your hubby. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take and we're going to put a little pile of glue. And so let me find, I'm just going to use this little scrap piece of paper right here. And I know it can go on the silicone mat, but I just don't do that. But I wipe my tip off on my glue always. And now I'm going to pick up my little flower. I'm just going to barely dab it in the glue. And glue is going to come up between the little hole. Oh, that's too much glue. Between the little hole and the flower, and that's okay because we're going to fill that in. So wipe that off a bit. I got way too much. All right. There we go. All right, let's just move this little guy over. I put too much glue on that one, but that's okay. We're just going to move it over. It'll dry, it'll be fine. And we're going to decorate it up anyway. These are so tiny. Okay. And you just want to get a tiny bit, and you could even dab it off because it is a lot. Okay, just hold it and let it sit, and if it starts to dry, that's okay because you can always go back in and push it down and it'll adhere. So don't worry about, you know, trying to make sure your flower is flat. It'll be just fine. We're going to go back and we'll push them down and they'll be fine. I wipe off my tweezers all the time because just in case it has like a lot of extra glue or anything, I want to make sure when I set them down, they're going to come off. Okay, so I have another puddle of glue. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit, dab it off. This one's sticking a little too far up. There we go. As long as it's kind of down and attached. That's what I want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. You can offset, you know, your second flower on top. All right. Do you see it doesn't take very long to do it. You just have to kind of, once you get everything all die cut. Okay, so there are those. Oh, that's great, Carol. Okay, so now we have those done. We have these done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's good. Those are done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what I'm counting, just to make sure I have enough. Everything's fine, and it is. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my hat in. I'm going to throw this away because I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to bring these. These can go over here. They're not glued to anything yet or attached. That's fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's move on to the inside of our card. So the front side, we have this. I took the DSP, again, I told you, from the party. I added Flirty Flamingo around the outside. The colors in this set were Flirty Flamingo and the Petal Pink, but I just thought Petal Pink was a little too light and babyish looking. I just wanted something a little more to pop, and so just adding this Flirty Flamingo was what I thought would be a lot of fun. So let's add this panel. All right, and this is just a slight. So when I go down like this, what I like to do is make sure that these three look good and then the bottom looks good. So I'm fine with that. We're going to add our ribbon. So I brought the pull party out. And so what I do is I'm going to do my ribbon. So that's going to be my ribbon that I'm going to do. I hold it right here. You saw that probably in my video. And then I want a little bit of a tail. So then that's what I do. And if you want to see a closer video of ribbon making, I do have one called Making Bows, I think, or something like that. I'm sorry, my paper, I'm just sliding it all over the place. Is it too close for you guys, or is it better now? Is it okay? If it's too close, I can move it out. All right, so again, my bow, I do 1, 2 loops. I'm going to go around, and I'm going to show you how to give yourself your little tails on your bow once you adhere it to your card. And so my bow making will show you how to make the bow. All right, now I'm going to take a glue dot. And sometimes I add the hat first, but because I'm doing a video, I'm just going to kind of hold it up and realize that I put my bow right there. So get your glue dot and put your bow, and I just do it kind of towards the edge. You can always tuck your bow in, and it's going to be on the edge of your card still. You're going to have a little bit of space, so don't worry about that. And now I'm going to pull it around, and this can adjust later, so don't worry about it. Lay your card down. Take your tail that comes from around and go under your bow and under that, and then just pull it down, bring that close down, fluff your tail back over it, and now you don't even know where that tail came from. It just looks like part of it. So now what I do is I take another glue dot, and then I just kind of go under and kind of just tuck it right along the side of that tail, and that way this one lays on top of it. You're tucking your tail in, and then I just kind of push it on there, and now that's not going to go anywhere. So now your tail looks like your tail. This one here I'm going to curl the other way because it's driving me crazy, but I'm also going to cut it, so teach it. Okay, and then we'll cut this one. I don't know why this one keeps flipping up like it's all crazy, but we'll fix it. All right, so there's that. And yeah, super simple. And now you have your cute little bow and your 2 little tails. That was my one thing about doing my bows, is I really liked doing the bows, but I really liked having my tails. And so then I figured this way out, and see, now you can adjust this and have it, you know, wherever you want. All right, so let's get back to our hat. Oh no, let's do the inside. So we have the inside pieces now. This one I cut from this when I cut that down, and then this one comes from the piece I used for this. Hi Debbie. I am doing fantastic. I'm glad you are back in Oregon. Yay, yay, yay. All right, so now this one, we're going to add our strips for the inside. And remember, like I told you, these are all scraps from the pieces that I cut to create the front of the card. So when you get your DSP, I cut it down to 4 by 6. Okay, I'm going to come out just a little bit. I cut it down to 4 by 6, but then when you cut it down 4 by 5 1/4, then you have this extra piece to add to your card. Okay, we're going to move our hat over. So for those of you that came late, I do have 2 paper shares left. If you message me on Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns, I'm going to go in the order. I mean, there could be people that already emailed me, I don't know. But I will go in that order if anybody is interested. It's $55, and that's included shipping. So if you're local, of course, then it's $47. Okay, so I am going to just trim down my paper. And now we have our cute inside. So I have to tell you, yesterday when I did this card, you're going to tell this is layered up a little bit more because I stamped it this way, because I was going to do it this way, but then I liked how this way looked better. And then I was, oh, I had to fix that. I went out and showed my husband. I said, can you see what's wrong? And he goes, and he opens it up and he turns it and he reads it. And I'm like, you should not have to turn that card. And he's like, oh, yeah. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the inside. Let's add our panel. And again, you know, you can always change the sentiment. This would be a super cute, just hello or happy birthday or, you know, whatever you are needing a card for. I think it's just super cute, especially for that girl or a woman in your life that's maybe a little more athletic, a little more. My daughter is very glitz and glam. She loves leopard print. She loves all that kind of stuff. I don't know why my phone keeps. Okay, guys, hold on. I'm going to try and go back to my video because it keeps turning dark, and that's not normal. And so normally I can see everything, so it's weird. I think I'm watching it kind of like you guys are on my phone, so it's doing the weird stuff. Anyway, but anyway, I think that would be a super cute card. Yeah, I do too, Karen. Hi, Karen. I got your gift. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. I mentioned it at the beginning. Very, very thoughtful of you. All right, so we are going to put this in here. And, okay, now we're going to work on our panel, like always. We can add our sentiment now. And figure out our placement of our hat. And this seems a little bit high. Let me see. Okay, we're going to do our hat first and do our sentiment second. Okay, so now what I did, super simple. I took this. Ooh, let me dry this and put this up. You know how that goes. I'm going to be very adamant about trying to be good with this glue because I've already messed so many up that, and then I just assume that it goes in. Yeah, I want to make sure it does. Okay, thanks, Debbie. All right, then I'm going to just glue this down. And remember, when you're gluing this down, look at these lines right here. Okay, so I'm making sure my points, so it's going to tilt a little bit, are right, they don't have to be completely up. It's kind of right in the center of the two lines, But you don't want it straight this way because then it's not going to be straight on the hat. All right, then the next thing I did is I added my leaves. And I don't care that the tips, they don't need to be completely glued down, but I do kind of go a ways up on my leaves. But I just want to make sure that they're on there really well. And I kind of went like this. All right, so we did that. And now you're going to get back with your tweezers. And now what I did is I did just a pile of this multi-glue. Oh, you know what? Let's do this first. I want to make sure that all of our little flowers are stuck down well. Because you know they're on there, but I want to make sure they're not going anywhere. All right, so there we go. All right, so now they're all pushed down. You know, the glue starts to dry and get super tacky, so you still have plenty of time to stick that down. So what I did is I took this, let's just take this one, and I just get a little bit of glue. Now you're going to see glue coming out the middle, and that is okay because we're going to put pearls on there. So what little bit of glue is there is going to really help your pearls stay. So that I'm not worried about. Now you have a short side of your flower and a longer side, and I kind of wanted the longer sides outward. And then I just kind of cluster them up, and I don't want them necessarily like, see how this one is, these are across and this one's down, so it looks like a little cluster. They're not, you know, in a perfect little triangle or anything like that. And then you can kind of, you have a little bit of time to kind of move them around a little bit. Oops. Stuck right to my finger. Okay, and now we're going to take another one. And I'm just going to stick that one there. Now again, I'm just going to leave them, and I can fuss with them a little bit more. Oh, I want to kind of tuck this one under though. There. You can fuss with them a little bit more and kind of tuck them in a little bit later. Now what I did is I took a line of multi-glue and I just went right across the hat. All right, this probably has a little too much. Okay. No problem, Linda. It's so good to see you. Okay, so now what I did is I kind of just offset every other one. So I'm just going to kind of drop them on. And I just kind of, I don't want to tuck them into each other because, you know, you want to make your product stretch. You don't have to use so much, but just make them kind of close together. And then just kind of drop them in. And you'll have some room to adjust them. You still have time, so just kind of lay them on there. This one's sneaking under. And then you're going to be able to, like, you know, pull one up and then tuck one under just a tad. So it's all, you know, once you get them all on there, you can move them around. I had them all squished up and then I went back on that one and kind of moved them around a little bit. So you have plenty of time as long as you lay them on and then go back. So mine are super close together right now. I'm going to wait on that one. Let's put this one. All right, let's see. We're going to move these out a little bit. And that glue, that's what helps with that little bead of glue. I hope my head's not in the way, you guys. Sorry, I should look up and see what you're saying. Oh, Linda, me too. I've missed you. All right, so we're just gonna kind of slide those. Okay. Now you can tell, which is kind of, oh, I know why. Duh. Okay. I do not need glue on the back of my hat. That's what I did right there wrong. So let's take that off. And it'll come off. Just kind of rub it and it'll be fine. We can fix that with the eraser. I'm like, why am I seem like I'm so short on my... Okay, I'm just going to tuck this one under a bit. And then we have this one. Making me feel better. I was like, something's not right. All right, so there we go. So then just kind of look at them, make sure that, you know, the spacing is what you want. I just kind of like to tap down, make sure they're glued. Like they all have glue in the middle except this one. So I'm just going to add a little bit, make sure that there's glue there. There. So there are the pieces. I know now you guys probably need it a little closer. Okay, so now we have it. Now remember, you don't need to put it there, which is what I was doing, because that's the back of the hat. We just want the front of the hat. Okay, so everything is on there. Everything's adhered. So we're going to let this sit over there for a bit and get this out of the way. And now we'll bring this back in. So what I did is I put dimensionals on the back of the hat. So we're going to need that. Oops, I want the large ones. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, now this one had a lot of glue, so I want to be really careful and make sure it's dry before I start sticking my finger all over on it. All right, I'm going to put the dimensionals on. You can do a mini one or a half of one down there. Ooh, I feel like I am, my desk is sliding all over today. Now what I did is I went ahead and added some extra, I just want to make sure it's on there. I don't usually put this much, but I want to. I just want to make sure it's on there really well. So I was so excited when I saw this and I saw that the pink leopard paper. This was my thought. I didn't know what I was going to do for embellishing, but I definitely knew that this is kind of what I wanted to do with the hat. And now what we'll do is I took 3 across here, nice and secure. Oh, oops. Oh, Carol, thank you. You're so sweet. Thanks, Arlene. And now, like I said, for this card, I just have this glue dotted on here just to kind of show you. Now, this is kind of a little higher than what it was on the first one, but I'm okay. I'm just going to move this down just a little bit. And the one above is, this is right onto the ribbon. So it didn't hold quite as well, because see how the top part kind of comes up? That's how it was on the other one, the whole thing. So just take a glue dot and just kind of go under where the dimensional is, and it will adhere it down, and so now it's not as floppy as it would have been. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adhere this on. I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue because I don't want to smush my flowers down quite yet. You could put glue across here, and then before I put it down, I just make sure that that's straight and how you want it, and it looks fine. It's going to look crooked in the back because it's coming up and then down in your bow. Remember I showed you how to, you know, bring this tail down inside, so that's why it's going to look a little off in the back. It's got liquid, so it gives us a little more playroom of just a slight white border around it. Okay, now we're going to bring in our pearls. And I used the tiniest pearls at the top. Now, I did try the champagne rhinestones at first, but I just didn't like the way it looked. I really wanted the rose gold paper to kind of be what shines on this project. And so that's why I said, I don't want to do that. So I took these tiniest little pearls and I just dropped them right in the middle. So the little bit of glue that's coming up from adhering your little flowers on is also going to help hold your glue, hold your pearls. So not a bad idea. Now these are still pretty sticky right now with the glue, so I'm just going to use the end of my piercing tool. Just push them on, make sure they're in and the glue kind of gets them, but they are sticky also. These are the tiniest pearls. These are so pretty. They're so tiny, yet they really, really show the accent and the embellishing on this card. So cute. Makes me think I need to get more pearls, because I think the pearls would be so pretty. And the champagne rhinestones for the peach set. Oh, I'm super excited to play with that. But to be honest, I had to do this card really fast for you guys because I just knew somebody was going to think about it. And I've been thinking about it since I saw the set. And I'm like, I need to just get busy and put this out there, because I really think this is going to change a lot of people's thought on the set. Because like I said, my husband doesn't wear hats. My son does, but they're more athletic, more sports. So I thought, well, but my daughter definitely does. Okay, and I'm not going to stamp the inside because I'm going to change this up for my granddaughter, I think. But this one says, handmade by your biggest cheerleader. And what a dazzling demonstrator. If you missed it at the beginning, it is for my downline. She is a rock star. She is not watching because she's at work right now, but she will watch the repeat. But she became silver, which made me silver elite, and I'm super excited and proud of her. So I wanted to give her a dazzling card. Oh, Carol, that'd be perfect for your granddaughter. Oh, Karen, you are so sweet. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You guys are so sweet. So I'm so glad you guys joined me live today. It was so much fun. I am just going to... Oh, Arlene, thank you. I am just going to go over some quick announcements and some specials that I have, so I can share that with you. I finished my paper share this morning. It is gone and out in the mail, but I have 2 packages left, and you will receive this huge envelope. I can't show you everything because there are surprises in here for those that ordered. You will get all of this DSP, which is a quarter of each of these packages, including the shimmer gold. If you are interested, I am going by my email. So Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns.com. It is $55. It's just exactly what I paid, divided by 4, add the shipping and taxes, and to me, which is 7.795 or something like that. And you can get that in the mail to you. So, oh, Terry, yours went in the mail today. So if you're interested in that, email me and let me know. Thank yous for April, a little behind. I've got a stack here and a few more to do, so those will be going out tomorrow. And oh, Paper Pumpkin, if you guys haven't seen it, it is amazing. Oh, look at this. Is what I did in Washington. Remember the card that I did? This is the card that I showed before, or I think it was recorded when I left. Well, I took it with me, all my stuff, and I did all that. Oh, Karen, no, I didn't mark the price up. No. No. You know what? My thing is if this gives you a chance to try all the paper, decide what you want, look at it, and I've even had demonstrators say, I want to do it because I want to see what the paper is first. And maybe you're a hobbyist and you don't want to buy it all. And that's fine, but this gives you a little idea of what the paper is, and you can show customers if you have customers, or you just want to try a little bit of everything. And don't forget the reverse side of the papers are just so stinking cool because they go with everything. Carolyn, it's on its way. Okay, so for the month of May, I have a special. If you put in an order of $300 or more, and that can be accumulative. If you put 10 orders in with $30 each, you will go on the drawing for a mini cut and a bus. So this little cutie right here, but the one you will get is brand new in the box with all your plates and everything you have, everything you need. Oh yeah, Debbie, I was busy with those cards. I have a lot of thank yous to send out. If you're interested in that, that's during the month of May. If you already have an order in with me for $50, you're only $2.50 away. You know, just keep adding, doing what you need to do, and then you can be put into the drawing. Now, here is my host code for May. So I would really appreciate it if you use that. Don't forget there's a join special right now. For only $99, it's $155. You can add all of your new stuff, all the new products, and get some amazing things, and that is through the end of May. Connect, craft, and collect, and you can get an extra $25. So, funny story. I was putting an order in, and I needed to put, I think my order was like $248. And I was like, okay, good, it's over, the $150, I'll get my free reward stuff and everything. And then I was like, wait a minute, I need to do $2 more, like $1.50 more, I think is what I needed. So I threw on like a multi-glue or something that I wanted, and I got $25 more. So then I was like, oh, more. So I got to add something else. So make sure you look at your amount before tax and shipping. It's going to be the amount at the top, and make sure and see where you're at, because you may jump up to, more stamp rewards or the extra $25 or a free item, or not free, 55% item, or that kind of thing. Also, don't forget, in your host rewards, don't forget your paper, the pattern party paper. There is a lot of good paper in here, and that's what we use today. Both of the papers from this card, the polka dot and the leopard print, are both from that package. Thanks for sharing, you guys. I appreciate it. So if you guys would like to join my team, I'd love to have you. That would be the wrong one. It is this special through the 31st, where you get the extra $30. But I'd love to have you anytime. Oh, but I do want to not forget, on the paper pumpkin, you get 2 ink spots. So you're going to get 2 of them. And it ties in with the expressions of ink. And it does have a stamp set. I am so excited. I bumped my subscription up for this one. And I'm hoping they're going to have a refill, because I think this is going to be awesome to tie in with the expressions of ink, which I think is one of my favorite stamp sets so far. I think my next one to start playing with, I have a class coming in June, which is going to be the peaches, so I'm excited about that. All right, what else do I have? Always, I'd love to have you join me over at Marcie Beseckerdesigns and subscribe. You will get updates My host code is always there on the right hand side. Obviously this shows the April one, but the May one is current on my page. You can click my shop, my online store. It takes you directly to the store. Now in June we are going to be having kits. You'll notice at the top there it says available kits. So let me explain the kits. You guys saw me open up some of the kits and show you what they're about. Don't forget, thanks Karen, don't forget, those are going to be changing. There's going to be new ones coming and going. So it's while supplies last, that's why they're not in the catalog showing specific kits. They're going to kind of revamp them. I am going camping next week and I'm going to be taking a kit. I'm so excited, or two, and putting them together. And I'm probably going to do half of each kit so I can do it as the kit shows. And then I'll do a video doing some alternative ideas for those. Perfect. Oh, you are welcome, Carol. I know you stay up to watch. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, that next paper pumpkin is going to be super cute. And I would suggest if you're not a subscriber, do it now, do it quick, because I have a feeling this one is gonna be huge. So I'm super excited about it. As soon as I saw it, I went and changed my subscription amount to more, because it's always something fun to have and have available. And I'll probably use that in a class so people can see just how fun it is. All right, I think that is all the announcements I have. Oh, I did post something on my Facebook page that if you go to my Facebook page and comment, no, let me think of what I said. If you share a video from my YouTube, I posted it on my Facebook page, but now I'm telling you, if you share a video on my YouTube, pick out one of your favorite ones or one that you really liked and share it, and then go back to my post on my Facebook page and let me know that you shared it, and also comment on that YouTube video. Then you're going to go into a drawing. So do that for me, and I will probably have you do that until next Tuesday, and then we'll do a drawing. So share a YouTube video for me, mark on it that you shared, and then post on my Facebook page that you shared a video, and you'll go into a drawing. Oh, you are so welcome, Linda. Oh, Debbie, you're sweet. Thank you. Can I see the kit on my demonstrator site? Yes, Lori, go in there and type in kits and you'll see a bunch. There's like 10 of them right now. They're available for customers June 1st. You are welcome, Karen. Thank you, everybody. Again, if you're interested in the swap, let me know. I have 2 left. And other than that, have a fantastic day. I am so glad you guys enjoyed the card. It was so much fun to create. Oops, let's get it on camera here. It was so much fun to create and so girly looking, I think. And like I said, I'm going to change up the sentiment for my granddaughter and get this in the mail to her. All right, everybody. Terry. Okay, if you don't do Facebook, just that's fine. Just post in the comment of the YouTube video when you share it. Just pick out your favorite one and share it, and comment in there, you know, shared the video or something, and you'll go in a drawing. Don't worry about that. Oh, Carolyn, thanks. All right, everybody. Sometimes I feel like romper room, you know, when you're like, hi, Karen, hi, Terry, hi, Tashana, hi, Linda, and I told my friend, I said, I feel like I'm in a romper room sometime. I know some of you probably don't know what romper room is, but I'm old, so. All right, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to relax tomorrow. I say that, but you know I'm going to be in here at some point. But I have a class on Thursday, so I'm going to be super busy, but I will see you on Sunday, and I have no idea what I'm doing yet. So that'll be a fun thing to think about, and I will see you then. Yay, Karen. All right, everybody. Bye. Thank you. Have a good day.